Well, it's a rainy spring day out here, and a good day to do an inside project. I have this old lamp that I picked up, and I really like this thing. I don't know why. It looks pretty bad with the old shade, but you can see it had some nice blue in the shade at one time. It was a silk shade. Nice blue porcelain figure. The wiring is totally shot. It's been a long time since this ever had electricity going through it. Overall, the hardware looks pretty good. Just need to replace that wire. So I went ahead and I got some replacement wire for it. And it's going to go good with the figurine there. And it's new wire, but it's made to look old. It's got the fabric covered wire twisted just like this stuff is, and even got an old style. It's a new plug, but it looks old with the acorns on it. So I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Famous last words. Just run a new wire up and hook everything back up, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so here we are moving along, rewiring this lamp. Got the socket off. Kind of an unusual socket for a small base bulb. And I didn't take it completely apart because I didn't want parts to go flying. Just kind of pulled it off of there and exposed just enough for me to get the screws onto the new wire. New wire is a little bit thicker than the old wire. But didn't run into any problems until I got to this point here, where the wire comes up here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Comes up here and then has to make almost a 90-degree turn to come down. Couldn't do that with this, but what I did was I found a little piece of copper wire, and I was able to feed it up through there. Now I'm going to attach it to the blue wire and pull it back through, and it should work. So hopefully that'll work out. Hey, go. Hey, go. Got my helper up here. Moving along on the lamp. In order to make this turn through here, I had to strip the fabric off the wires and get them down to just a bare wire in order to make that turn. You can see they're color coded. Got the black and the white, and then the brass and the silver prong on the plug. What do you think? So the plug's looking good. Of course, the black wire to the brass and the white wire to the silver. Everything relatively not too bad. So we'll get the socket here hooked up, and hopefully the next thing you see will be the light working. Well, here's the finished product. All wired up. Let's plug it in here with the vintage looking plug. The bulb that was in there was burned out, but to give you some idea, there it is. The very first time in probably 50 years that it's worked. I feel a little weird about having the shade on there now. I hate to throw it out though, since it's still original, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? Keep the shade or look for a replacement? It would be pretty hard to replace, but I think it might need it now. It's kind of like finding an old Model T in a barn and only restoring half of it. but at least it's functional now. So overall, not too bad. Little China person looks happy.